And welcome back to Resident Evil.
Welcome back. And maybe I'll finish my thought on stars.
Yeah.
So originally stars was meant to be to deal with cults and things like that. And so these small groups would go in to deal with cult situations, and each member, that's a puzzle item later. Each member was designed to deal with the situation without needing the help from another. And so that's the reason that Barry felt comfortable in the group splitting up.
Well, I can understand that. I mean, when all of your members are highly trained individuals, so they can work individually, that's always good. But you are essentially a specifically trained SWAT team to deal with certain situations. You'd think your basic instruction would be to only separate as a last resort.
What a good glamour shot. Like, this shot was just put in the game just to show how good these character models and the place was. Alright, so we are pretty low on ammo, and so we want that magazine. Yes.
Nice. Why is it next to a birdcage?
Dead bird. And there's our...
is that how the bird died?
There's our herbs. That's our health items.
Oh, yes, the legendary Resident Evil healing item of the green herb.
Which are... in this game, there's a note on herbs later on. But these herbs are only local to the Arklay Mountains, yet somehow find their way to Europe when RE4 starts.
Okay. Yeah, I remember hearing that, the healing item in this was an herb, and it's like, do you rub the herb on a wound and it makes it feel better?
I hate you so much.
Oh, look, a dead guy. That's going to happen quite a few times.
Alright, see you later.
Okay, you're in a hallway full of spears. You should be able to just take one and stab him.
No, shut up. It's not how it works. These are puzzle items.
I'm just gonna throw that out there that,
Alright.
we just covered using a dagger. I would think a spear would be an even more optimal weapon.
And see, that was a door that Jill was able to just up and unlock with the lockpick.
Now, is it an unlimited item, or do you have to keep replenishing picks?
No. That Jill, see up in the top corner there, Jill always has a lockpick.
Okay.
That's another thing that separates Jill from Chris.
Okay.
So one thing we're going to do here is we are going to examine this arrow, and we want the arrowhead. Yep.
Yes, because it is a jade-looking thing.
Well, it's a puzzle item.
Far different from its gold shaft of an arrow.
You're going to go that way, so we are going to go... Oh, I did a defensive dagger.
Yeah, stabbing people.
Well, we don't really want to use the defensive dagger quite yet. We want to...
Save it for when we need it.
Right. Where are you?
But I'm just saying, I mean...
Are you...
Oh, look, she's holding something.
Yeah.
That looks important. But it's not shiny.
Hold on. I gotta figure out where this guy is. We might make another lap.
Yeah, we can only pick up something if it is shining.
Well, what we're going to do is we are going to throw it over the balcony.
But statue?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But that's not an item that we need quite yet.
Oh, it really is all about layers. Wow, homeboy can take a hit or two. Oh, you don't reload automatically?
You can, but it takes time, and so the menu, it stops time, and so I just will reload in the menu.
Ah. Temporal infinite ammo.
Yep. And so
Yeah, take that. Oh, what was that one? Doom 3.
Yep, see, we're gonna tip over the statue. But that's an item that we don't need yet, so we are going to let that statue lie. And I am not gonna forget that I killed you because we're gonna be seeing you in a little bit.
So that's something that's kind of confusing me. Barry shot that one 3 times,
Yeah.
and it fell down.
Right.
We have just stabbed one in the head, yet his body disappears. Does
No,
hitting them in the brain not kill them?
So if you shoot it in the head and blow up its head, it is dead forever. But if you don't kill it that way, that body is still there and it will get up later on.
Interesting. That kind of breaks the zombie norm.
Well, this game, that was one of the changing things this game did over the original. That in the original you could kill the zombie. All right, so you remember that? Well, I guess I should examine first. Look at that.
There's an indention.
Yeah, and so we are going to take our item. We're going to use it. Put it in there. And open up this cylinder.
Because, as we know, if there's a big mansion, there's at least one hidden stairway.
But Chris could be down here.
As everyone knows, if you ever visit a big house.
So this here is our first major objective of the game. We need to collect these masks to continue on.
Okay. Oh, coffin.
Yep. And so we have to rescue Vincent Valentine, who's a secret character in FF7.
I know who Vincent Valentine is.
Okay, well maybe the kids in the audience don't.
Probably not. But did not know he was in this game.
Nope. Well, it's actually a long lost relative of Jill. Because they're both Valentines.
It's a cameo.
Yep. And so we're gonna pick up the Book of Curses.
An homage, if you will.
And we are going to examine the Book of Curses, and we're actually going to read the Book of... Nope, we're going to take the key.
That's an interesting hiding place for a key.
We're going to take the mansion key, and we're going to read the Book of Curses. And the Book of Curses is basically going to explain the puzzle just behind us. The 4 masks: a mask that speaks no evil, a mask that smells no evil, a mask that sees no evil, a mask that cannot speak, smell, or see evil. When all 4 fall into place, evil will awaken.
Okay, well, here I was thinking that the stones were just kind of degrading, but no, they're very purposefully missing their eyes, nose, mouth, and all the above.
That's correct. Now, if we examine our mansion key,
we see a tiny dagger.
It's a sword key. It's the sword key. And so with the sword key, we are now able to unlock other doors.
You know, I want to meet the guy who said, I have the best idea for my home defense system. I'm going to put a key on the back side of a book, because who looks on the back side of a book?
Well, it's...
And then hide another key on the key.
Do we want that?
Oh, shotgun shells.
We don't want that right now.
Because we don't have a shotgun.
We're going to just leave that right now, because we are already up to our 7 inventory slots.
Yep.
But the next thing we're going to be doing, our next objective is to find a item box. That's kind of the next step of what we're going to be doing.
Which I believe he said. I know I'm kind of simplifying this. Will be
Yep.
kind of our item bank, so
That's
that
right.
we can keep our inventory slots open.
That's right. And so our item boxes are going to be able to hold, our excess items, our puzzle items that we don't need quite yet. So we're going to go back in this room.
But collecting now will cut down greatly on the backtracking.
Right. And we're going to take a little bit of a detour. Remember that zombie? He's
Yes.
trapped. He's trapped in that room.
He's trapped in the room.
Well, because he can't get over the desks. And so he's there. So we don't have to worry about that guy for the rest of the game.
Invincible except for a desk. Take that, zombie.
And so, for people that have played the first game and have probably played this game, this is an infamous hallway. That in the first game, this is where you first really encounter the dogs. And I don't think it's that. But in this game, the dogs don't jump through.
So we could. Oh, survival dagger.
Yep.
So.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. And that little crack was just there.
About to say, was that the dogs trying to break in?
Yes.
Or okay, that was the dog trying to break in. I'll say, like, did you touch it and it just instantly break, or?
All right, come on, Jill. There you go. Push it from the other side. But we want what's under this desk now.
And what
And we get
goodies
more.
do we have? Oh, more ammo.
Yeah, more ammo. And fortunately, the ammo stacks, and so we don't need to really worry about dealing with that. And so I kind of like that touch that the defensive dagger is on our belt there.
Yeah, it's good attention
Because-
to detail.
And so that's all we wanted to do in this hallway for the time being. Just collect those items. We're going to say hey to our little friend here. We might come up with a name for our little friend here later on.
Yeah, that's Bob.
That's Bob. Bob the zombie.
Bob the zombie.
Well, Bob the zombie, you get to live. Because we're not going to mess with you for the rest of the
See,
game.
good for you, Bob.
Barry,
Oh, Jill. Got any
Bob,
good news?
Barry, Jill.
other than I'm still alive in this madhouse, no.
Can't say it's much safer here either. We'd better secure our
What are you
escape
talking
route first.
about? You have a
There's gotta be
gun.
back door somewhere.
That's
All right, then,
ridiculously
let's split up again.
oversized
Hey,
for
hold on a
this
sec.
occasion.
It's bigger than
That's
Jill's
fine.
arm.
What?
A can of fizz. It's sure to yellow
What?
and mellow those things.
Ah!
Excuse
It's yours.
you?
It's
Hopefully you won't have to use
acid rounds. It's for a grenade launcher.
Ah. Okay, that makes a
What
little
about
bit
you?
more sense.
Oh, don't worry. I like the
For a second there, I'm like, you want me to throw soda at them?
I see.
Yep.
I didn't know Mellow
Thanks,
Yellow
I'll take
and
it.
Sundrop
later.
were detrimental to a zombie.
Oh.
Missed that one in the Boy Scouts Guide to Surviving the Zombie
Yep,
Apocalypse.
Sundrop's the best. Sundrop's the the best zombie.
It cleans out the carburetor in your truck and defends against zombies. What can't it do?
Alright, so we are going to go, like I said, we're going to find our item box. Oops, that. So we're going to check our map. And we're going to go, so over here on the left is where the dining room and things like that were. And now we're going to go over to this side.
Since we only got the first floor map, it is
Building the second floor.
we have not found the second floors yet, so we're having to explore on our own till then.
Yep.
Ah, the sword key.
Yep. And so that's the reason it was so helpful to go ahead and get the sword key, because it's one of those games that that as you play it the first time, there's not a item up there. It's one of those games that if you play it the first time, you're gonna be doing a lot of running around and trying to diagnose what is needed, and diagnose what's needed, and then track down that item. And so it's a lot of back and forth. But if you've played the game a couple times, and I'm no expert at all at this game, but I played it a few times, and so I kind of know when to get things, when to expect things, things of that nature. So hopefully this video series will run a little smoothly, and kind of the pacing will be a little bit more natural, will be a little bit more kind of flowing. But as we make our way to the next item box, or actually our first item box to kind of deal with all this mess, we are going to do a quick pause here, collect ourselves, and catch our breath, and move on to the next dangerous situation.
All right. Until next time, everybody.
All right, bye.